Hello and welcome. Thanks very much for joining us once again, Lee Greenwood, head coach of the Dewsbury Rams this week. Obviously, it's a massive week going into this game against Bradford Bulls, another fabulous Betfred Championship fixture that we're going to take part in. After the week that's just gone with the win over Widnes, how's everything been going in training?
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Lads are obviously confident now and enjoying the games and training and what we're doing. So, when you're winning, you want to keep playing and you want the next game to come quickly. So that's where we're at, and we're looking forward to taking on Bradford.
And how can we expect the game, apart from obviously the venue and the type of pitch it's on, but how can we expect this game this weekend to be different from last weekend's fixture?
Well, yeah, it's on back on grass, obviously, and although it's another away game, we've got to sort out. We know the pitch a bit better than a normal away game, so yeah, it is different. Playing at Widnes and Newcastle this year is a different challenge to everywhere else on the 3G. Lads do go into it a little bit differently. And certain things, certain decisions you make are slightly different on those pitches. So I'm really pleased with the defensive effort because you do see generally high-scoring games on those pitches. And I thought we defended really well and didn't let the sort of pitch and Widnes change like what we wanted to do. So no, it were pleasing last week. But every week's different. Every week's tough, and this is going to be no different. Bradford have recruited to play on our pitch, to play at Dewsbury. In this early part of the season, they've got a big set of forwards, big units across the board. Two half-backs with a good kicking game, and then some decent outside backs with a bit of pace. So they've recruited well. They've obviously had a couple of poor results against Featherstone in the Cup and then Sheffield, but they turned that right around against Halifax last week, and they deserve to win. And if they play like that, then we're going to need to be right on it to take anything from the game.
Yeah, and obviously with the experience that they've got of players such as Danny Brough, I mean, that's got to be something that I suppose, like last week with the players that Widnes have, this week the concentration of focus has got to be right on our game, haven't we?
Well, yeah, they've got players with Super League experience all over. It's been a squad put together. It costs a fair bit of money to get that squad, but they'll want to see returns in that, and they did last week. And taking on Dewsbury, with all due respect to us, Bradford should beat us. Looking at the budgets and looking at the aspirations, they were applying for Super League not so long ago. They should be beating Dewsbury. But like I said last week, we're confident in our own ability. We're confident we can take these teams on, and if we bring our A game, then we're confident we can cause another upset.
And we have shown in the two league games that we've played so far that we can score. Some quite good tries as well. Obviously, Matty Fleming's got over with a few, and Gabe's got over with a few at Widnes away. So we do have the them attacking threats as well.
You sound surprised, Stephen. Yeah, no, we do.
No, I'm not surprised. But it might surprise other teams.
We have good players, and they might have slipped under the radar because they're at Dewsbury rather than somewhere else. But we have good players, and we train well, and we like to improve players, and we have to improve players. We don't get the finished article very often at our club, so it generally is people making their way in the game or coming up from League One or even amateur or academies, and we have to work with them and make them better than what they have been at the other clubs they've been at. And I enjoy that part of it, and that won't stop even if we had a budget of your Bradfords, your Widneses, your Halifax and your Yorks. I'd still want to do that anyway. I wouldn't want to really get particularly the finished article all the time. So, no, it's a good challenge for our lads. Like I said, they're coming up against Brough that you've mentioned, but there's Aaron Murphy, there's Rhys Evans, there's Super League experience all over. And when I say experience, guys that have played a lot of games, not just played one or two and then and then have dropped down. These guys have been top level for quite a bit. So, yeah, it is going to be a challenge. And, like I say, we're looking forward to it. We looked at the fixtures, starting with Widnes, and it's 4 games in a row where we're the underdogs. We're playing against teams with bigger budgets and sort of bigger names than we've got across the board. But we knew that if we really got stuck in and stuck to what we do well, then we've got every chance of beating some of them. And, the first one, obviously, we got a good win last week, and now it's on to the second one, which is Bradford.
Yeah, and I suppose the thing from you as a coaching point of view is that in training you'll be saying to the lads, look, although we beat Winders, we can't become complacent, and we know that we've to beat these sides we've got to play as well, if not better than we did the previous week.
Yeah, no, we don't really have to say that. We don't have to say that playing Bradford we come complacent. It's not. The lads understand where we're at. They understand we're at Dewsbury. There's no way that we're going in this week being complacent or as favourites. We're playing Bradford, who, like I say, did apply for Super League not so long back. They've got some big names in there. Yeah, they've done it tough over these last few years, but it's still a bigger name. It's one of the bigger names in the Championship and in sort of English Rugby League. So there's definitely no complacency going on from us. It's more a case of just understanding what we need to do to sort of give a good account of ourselves. But it's going to be difficult every week. I get a feeling that bar maybe 1 or 2 teams you can on your day beat them, but then similarly you could lose to anyone as well. So it's a lot of it is just going to be on the day who can perform better, and that'll change each week. I think it'll be 6-7 weeks before you really see the table shaping up, especially with the percentages. So yeah, we're like I say, we're looking forward to it, because when you're winning, it breeds confidence a bit, and you're looking forward to the next game. When you're losing, you may be having a dip in confidence, and you potentially maybe don't want the game coming so quickly. But we're enjoying it. We obviously enjoyed last week's win, and we want to keep a winning run going now.
Yeah, and just finally, obviously, you spoke after the Widnes game that you weren't too happy with some of the challenges that was going in. I suppose you'll watch them back. How's Finney and Adam and some of the other lads that took some tough hits?
Yeah, well, we'll see how they are for the weekend. They were 100% coming into training this week. Like I said, after game, there were a couple of challenges. They did get penalised, to be fair, but we weren't quite happy with them, to be honest. So we've got another session on Friday night, and we'll get a check on everybody there. The game's not till Sunday evening, so it's not a case of they need to be ready 100% tomorrow to be right for Saturday afternoon. This game's on Sunday night, so there's still a bit of time left yet. But we're quite healthy at the moment. Like I say, a couple of longer term injury guys are back in full training now, and we'll just see. I don't think anyone that played against Widnes will miss out, so I think we'll be okay in that respect. And then maybe possibly Matt Fleming might come back into reckoning as well. So we're doing okay at the moment, and then, like I say, we'll just get ourselves ready for this one on Sunday, another tough away trip.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to seeing you at the Tetley Stadium on Sunday, Lee, and I'm sure we'll speak after the fixture.
No problem, mate. Cheers, Steve.